Hi, welcome back to the Fractured Rooster. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Josh, and we like to work on cars and do all kinds of sketchy stuff here. Today, we're going to be running around, running some errands. We're picking up some tires for the skid steer. We're going to be moving some cars around later this weekend. So I got the trailer hooked up. I bought a couple storage containers. We're going to be bringing some cars out of storage, cars you probably haven't never seen before, that are coming to the channel soon. Well, today. And what else are we doing? Oh, we're picking up a new truck for Gavin, my son. Turns 15 soon. He doesn't know this yet. Well, he will when he watches this video. But I picked up this truck super cheap from a friend of mine. It was abandoned at his property, and we've waited almost 2 years for a title, and he said it's en route. So I'm hoping to get the title this weekend. If all goes as planned, we're going to get this truck running and driving for him. It needs some body work, and it's been sitting for 2, 3, 4 years. So it needs a typical maintenance from that, but it's a nice, like it's a 04 Silverado, extended cab Z71 4x, gray in color, leather. It's actually kind of a high option truck. I'd sure like to have it for my first truck. Yeah, all goes as planned. We'll get that truck running with Gavin's help, of course, and that'll be his first truck. I'm on my way to pick up Cameron now. That's where the truck is. We got to go get those tires like I mentioned, and then we'll come back, load that thing up, go back out to the property, unload a bunch of stuff, and then start moving cars. I bought more shipping containers. We're just going to start filling them with cars. I was going to build a shop, but the county is being a complete pain in the ass when it comes to permitting. I rezoned the property to residential because that's what they told me I had to do to build a house. And once I started realizing how much a house was going to cost, I said, well, maybe we'll build the shop first. And they said, no, you won't. It's zoned residential. You got to build a residence. I said, but 2 months ago it was zoned agriculture, and I could have built anything I wanted, right? And they said, yeah, of course. I said, yes. So instead of going back through a 4 or 5 month fight to get it rezoned back to agriculture, we're just going to go ahead and press on with the house build, and we're just going to buy storage containers and put everything in it for now. Once the house is up, they've assured me I can pull permits to build a shop, but they need the house up first. I don't know why. Taxes, I guess. I don't know. But that's the plan with the property, and that's why we're having to move everything out of storage to put it in storage again. Huge pain in the ass. Thank you, county. We're pulling up to Cameron's now, so I'll bring you back after we make a sketchy marketplace deal. Meet a guy at a Walmart to buy some skid steer tires. That's what you do, right? All right, sketchy Facebook market deal complete. We got 4 brand new tires for the skid steer. Still got the little furries on them. They're brand new. They're a couple years old, but they're brand new. New to me. I hauled a Chevy Cruze with a blown up engine on it the other day, and they didn't even bother to drain the oil, but they pulled the timing cover off the engine, and the oil level was basically top of the oil pan. So I lost about 3 quarts of oil in the trailer. That was nice. Hey, recognize that Prius? Yeah, she's still for sale. All right, now back here in the boneyard, we got this old truck we've had for almost 2 years. This truck was abandoned at my friend's rental property, and it's taken us about 2 years to get a title for it. As you can see, I think he got a little. I do think he got arrested. Yeah. When the truck was parked. I think he had one too many to drink, and found a parked car or something. And not to worry though, because it's got a brand new hood, grill. Yeah, it's got all the parts to fix it back here in the bed, and they're already color matched. That hood's off the same year, make, and model of truck, so it should just bolt right on without any issue. It does have some hail dents on it that I don't remember seeing. Are those new? Did that hail come from here?
I don't think so.
Are you going to file a claim for me?
Absolutely not.
Looks like what? Tranny cooler? AC condenser, possibly?
I don't know. None of it was leaking.
Core support. Windshield. Oh man, did these rockers rot out in the last 2 years? I swear none of this was here 2 years ago. Oh, even the cab corners are starting to go. I don't think there's any rust on it when I bought it. Ah, look at that.
I'm pretty sure that was there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was there.
Maybe I just saw this side. Yeah, dang it. All right, well, I spoke too soon. The rockers are hosed. Cab corners are gone. But she does have pretty new tires on it. What do we got going on here? Some Pathfinder all-terrains. All right. Those will get you stuck. Leather seat, naturally. Driver's side's completely blown out, but the rest look perfect. God, was this guy like 3 feet tall? Why am I sitting on the... His wife must have drove the truck last. So leather, even got the overhead. Any goodies up here? No free sunglasses.
Oh, this thing even had heated seats.
Here's a jump box. I'm gonna go throw that on there.
Yeah.
I'll throw a key in it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this truck's got a really weird smell to it. Now I see why. It smells like, yeah, if I had to guess, I was gonna say pennies, but there they are. They reek. It looks like the center console just like threw up into the cup holders. Ugh. Good thing I know a guy with a detail shop. Is the battery so dead it just drained the jump pack?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Gage just danced for me. Key on. How many miles? 169,000. Okay. That's old school.
Oh, that's good. That's old
tape
school,
deck.
right?
Gavin's gonna love the tape deck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fitting.
No idea what that is. Oh yeah, the old mixtape, country mixtape.
Oh man.
We're gonna leave that for Gavin. All right, let's see if the engine's got any life in it. Hopefully you're doing better there. Still no oil pressure. It's got a half tank of gas. Holy smokes.
Hey, there's oil pressure.
Just don't want to idle. It does have good oil pressure. No power steering. None. Still won't idle. That's all right.
Who knows how old the fuel is, too. You know that doesn't need it.
Yeah, so I'm like, wait, the Prendle selector's not working. It's because we unhooked it when we towed it back here. That's good enough. All right, grab the winch, get this on the trailer. Well, we ran out of battery. Luckily we got a backup. Oh, hey. The bed's draining. We better get that off there now because that won't mix with the oil on the trailer. Oh. I stepped on the side step and it about came off the truck. Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. We got the Silverado home last night, and today we're gonna get that dropped off at the property, and we're gonna move the 33, hopefully. It's a factory 5 kit car with a small block Chevy 700 R4, and then we're gonna move the Falcon. I don't know that you guys have ever seen either of these cars on my channel. I know they've been on other channels, my friends' channels. It's a 60, I think it's a 60. Its title is a 60, but it's going to come out looking like a 62. We're going to get the Falcon out of here. We're going to get the 33 out of here because, as you can see, I've downsized to a small 2-car garage, and it is absolutely full of stuff. It's hard to walk through here. So we're going to get both of these cars out of here so I can at least work on a car in this shop, garage. And yeah. We'll head out to the property, drop that Silverado, and then we'll come back and I guess start loading this crap up. All right, we've arrived at the property. As you can see, we got another shipping container delivered the other day, and I got another, at least one coming We're going to fill those with cars. It'll be our temporary garages for now, and that's where we're going to put all those cars I just talked about. As far as getting this thing off the trailer, what we're going to do is pull off this winch from the trailer, and we'll try to stick it in the receiver of the truck. I'll attach the other end of that cable to that tree, and we'll just we'll winch it off the trailer. Sounds good in theory. Let's see how this plays out. It's a good thing I opened that door and looked down, because the old running board finally let go. And I grabbed a ramp, and that'd have been real bad. Not that the front end's not already messed up, but that would have done some more damage. I think it'll ride just like that. Sure. All right, one down, a couple more to go. Shipping containers, though. We got another brand new one. Echo! They're brand new. As you can see, the walls aren't scuffed up or rusty. The floor's not got a bunch of grooves in it where heavy equipment was, you know, sitting while it bounced across the ocean and back. She's brand new. And I gave $3,300 for this thing for a 40-footer. Yeah, I had to jump on that deal. And hopefully I can snag a couple more in the future, because I'd like to space them 40 foot apart on the inside walls. Well, kind of where I'm standing here now, because I've got 40-foot trusses that I bought for a shop build. I think if we span those across there, we'll be in business. So I just need a third one at minimum to end cap this back wall. Maybe we'll get two more and make it 80 feet long. Who knows? I think Cameron's on his way now. We're gonna head back to the house and see if we can dig out the Falcon and start loading stuff up to bring it out here. Hey, we're back out here at the property. We're teleporting back and forth today. Sorry. So here's the Falcon. Like I said, it's a 60. I think it's a 60 with a 62 front end on it. The 60 and 61 front ends overhang the front, and it kind of gave it like this weird like underbite. I like this 45 degree kind of a more pointed front end on the 62, so we just grafted one on here. Got a little bit work to do left on the headlight buckets. Yeah, right here was my stitch weld. I just welded these outer wings onto it because they're a little bit different. I think they're more recessed than they are on the earlier cars. But you can see it's got a cheap eBay Mustang 2 front suspension on it. Looks like it's gonna need a little bit of a bump steer kit on it. I had to notch the cross member down there to fit that LS1 in there. Yeah, I said it, I know. You guys are gonna hate it. But I had this LS1 just sitting around the garage. I did have a 302 and a 351 in the shop also, but this is all aluminum, of course, LS1, and it was just sitting there, and I thought, well, it is a superior motor technology-wise. I mean, it's 30 years newer. Hell, maybe 40 years newer. So I just loaded it in here one day, and even with the accessories on, it just clears almost perfectly. So we welded some motor mounts on it and called it a day. I did have to cut the transmission tunnel and move it up about 2 inches because a little 2-speed Ford that was behind it, like a Ford-O-Matic or something, was tiny. It was like the size of my leg. The 4L60 is a little bit bigger, so we had to reshape that tunnel. But that's really all. That and the cross member we had to notch. That's really all that it took to get the LS1 in there. I don't know if it's going to live in there forever. I don't know. I just stuck it in there. We can always cut those motor mounts off and throw a 302 or something in it. Or I know someone's already said it to themselves, coyote the thing. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the shock tower's already gone, but I don't know if you've ever seen how wide a coyote is. The cylinder heads on a coyote engine are like, they stick out to like here. They're ridiculously wide. So even without the fender or without the shock towers, we'd still have a very hard time routing exhaust. These exhaust manifolds are all like, I think they're a Headman, like a hot rod header. They're cast, they're great. They're not like a thin walled long tube or shorty header that they leak. You know, they're nasty, they rust. So I like the LS1 and I think we're gonna roll with it. It's got coilovers, slotted disc brakes front, and we put an 8.8 rear end in the back. We narrowed it about 1.5 inches. It's got coilovers back here also, 4-link with the panhard bar. So it's already set up for a 373 posi. I think it came out of like an 01, 02 Explorer, maybe older, 97, 98. I'm not quite sure. It's been a long, long time. So yeah, 373 posi, 4L60 LS1. I bought this car, God, it's going on 5 years now. I bought it. It was already on a rotisserie. I'd been upside down, had been sandblasted, and the guy said there was absolutely no rust. I got pictures of it while it was in bare metal. And to confirm, yeah, there's been no rust repair on this car. I did have one small dent back here in the trunk panel, right in this area. Somebody must have backed it into something, but the guy I bought it from was a pretty competent body guy, and he mudded that in. It looks pretty dang good. See, it was in high build primer when I bought it, so I brought it home and put all the suspension underneath it. It was just a shell of a car. It had nothing in it. He put all the wiring harnesses, carpet, gauges, lights, bezels, switches, everything is in these containers here, which is super nice. Nothing's labeled, unfortunately, but at least I have everything. So it is a complete car. As I said, I got it home, it was a high build primer, so we put all the suspension underneath it so I can move it around, and blocked it, and I shot this, that's just a white epoxy primer on it to seal it. And then after we sealed it, I said, I don't like the front end, so we pulled all that off, and I found the 62 front clip. The only thing I don't like about the car is the shaved handles. You might have noticed, I don't like that. But from the back side, I can see where he welded in the steel plugs. So I think we're gonna drill those back out and put handles back on it, because I don't like door poppers. I do have all the glass, new parts I have at the house are carpet, floor liner, or like a sound deadener, headliner. Well, a lot of it's in the car. We've got a Holley Sniper EFI up here. I don't know what that's for. I remember if that was for this car or not. Flowmaster mufflers, sound deadener, carpet. I think I've got interior somewhere. Oh yeah, I bought rolls. I bought rolls and rolls of this, I don't know, it's Italian leather. I bought it from the local Boeing plant. They put that in their business jets. And I don't know if they just change patterns every once in a while, or they run out. Maybe they need to make so many seats that they need like 50 rolls, and when they go down to 49 rolls, they just sell 49. I picked up 3 or 4 rolls of that to do the seats with. Yeah, oh, the wheels and tires. That kind of makes the car. I love those wheels and tires. They're like an old Hollibrand. Halliburton? How do you say that word?
Hallibrand, I think.
I think I said it right. Hallibrand. Like an old Chevy Mustang Hallibrand wheel. I love them. I picked those up for $400 including the tires, and the tires are practically brand new. Granted, they are probably 10 years old at this point, but they roll. They hold air. But yeah, that's the Falcon. I love this little car. I bought this car for my fiance because she saw Aaron Kaufman build his Pikes Peak car. She said that she'd love to have one. I honestly think she doesn't love with Aaron Kaufman. Not so much the car. But yeah, that's it. This is where we're at. It's been many moons of work on this car. But she's coming along, and she'll be coming along a lot faster when I get the shop built. I've got a car trailer right next door with 2 cars in it, and I'd like to regain my trailer back. So when we get the Falcon all the way at the front, we'll probably pull I got the Healy and the Mustang in there. We'll pull those out and shove them in that container also. Fingers crossed they all fit. All right, the Falcon's been moved over here to its resting spot. And ooh-wee, baby, it has been a long time since I saw my old hot rod. My 92 Mustang, Fox body, LX. I'm sure the battery's dead. Oh, but we can at least roll it out of here. Yep, battery is dead. Roll out. Oh man, what a good looking car. What a good looking car. Man, I missed that car. I think I put about 5 miles on it since you detailed it last. And it looks like it.
Yep.
I think it was stuffed in JR's shop for like a year or two.
Yeah.
And got covered in dirt, and then the day we moved it, it was raining.
Naturally.
So,
why wouldn't it be?
Yep. I've got that cowl hood for this thing because it's starting to lift in the corners. It's actually pulling the metal out of the bottom of the hood. The latch is. I was hot rodding one day.
No.
I noticed the hood was starting to do a little hop, so I went to adjust it.
On this one.
I went to adjust it and realized that it had pulled the metal out of the bottom of the metal hood. Yeah, so it's actually pulling.
I guarantee the battery's dead.
Oh yeah. Hey, I know where that extra battery came from. Problem solved. I had an extra battery at the house the other day and we threw it on the dump trailer for more capacity, and I'm like, I don't know where this extra battery came from. Problem solved. And I know where it's at, and I know it's charged.
Yeah.
But we can just run her off the jump pack. Cool. Little 347 stroker, trick flow heads. It had a trick flow, like stage 5 cam in it, and we took that, downsized it to like a, I think it's an XE282. I don't know, I'm just throwing numbers out now. But we decammed it a little bit because I had no power brakes, and I still don't have power brakes, so we should just let that big monster cam in it. Because it loved to eat before. The red line was at like 8,200, and it was not losing power, but I wanted to keep it all together. It's a stock block. We do have a dart block at the house to put in here, and I have aspirations of moving that battery to the trunk and putting a big Nagasaki Noisy Boy right here. I don't know.
I don't know if it's going to actually happen.
Well, I don't know if it's going to make the car any faster, because it's just going to spin the tires. It'll probably ruin the car, but I've always wanted to put just a ton of power into this car. This was like my high school hero car. I would read the 5.0 Mustang magazines and like homeroom and just see this exact car, black with black, on the 03 Cobras, and I had to have it. So when I got older, made a little bit of money, I did it. I made it happen. And this one will probably die with me. The kids will probably inherit this and sell it to some idiot on Marketplace for nothing. Like those terminals I put on there.
Yeah.
The old Toyota terminals.
Those are the best.
They are. Tell me when.
When?
Pushed a bunch of air out of the fuel lines.
Yeah, I hear the fuel. Yep, okay.
It's already got a Nagasaki Noisy Boy. It acted like it wanted to. Look at that. This car's been sitting for probably 2 years. That's a testament to Holly right there. It does have a sniper on it. And a squeaky belt. Oh, I love the cold start. Clonk. What are we on?
Backup sensor.
Mufflers. Who needs them? We have arrived at our destination. Oh, get skinny. Go ahead and push it forward.
That way you can grab that jump back too.
Yep. 6 inches, 4 inches, 2 inches, No inches. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Now, how much room we got back here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9.5 feet.
I don't have a good feeling.
I don't either. The old Healy, 1962 Austin Healy, Mark 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Man, we're a foot and a half too long. Dang. All right. Well, she got to live where she's at. It's a foot and a half too long. That's all right. We can roll the Healy out and go do some car stuff with the trailer and then stuff it back in when we're done. Cool. I think I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish today. Maybe I'll go home tonight and move some stuff around the garage, make it workable, and then probably tomorrow work on the 33.